summoning princes. So what has happened to make you summon me? And why here?
There's no one here, so we can talk without fear.
Father has asked me to see him this afternoon.
I've also been summoned this afternoon.
It's our pleasure to see Father, especially now that he is recovered and doing so very well.
Be frank with me. It is late and soon it will be midday.
Have you been summoned as well?
Your suspicion is baseless. We do not have a spy there.
Don't be angry with me. I have to be very cautious about your daggers too. Remember that.
Damn!
Tell me, have you been summoned too?
After the prayer call at noon.
My suspicion was not unfounded.
The spies inform me that we're accused of plotting against the king.
The same news has reached me. The accusation has been made by the doctor. We ought to slit his throat.
Sheathe it now.
So, you're behaving as if you've accepted the acquisition way in advance, before you could even hear it. If so, I truly rue the day that I pledged my alliance to either of you.
You mean we should do nothing?
I didn't mean that at all. I have even put all my men on full alert. They're also not even allowed to get drunk. Now that my life is in danger, any act of debauchery is rewarded with death.
Ah, so you accept the fact that your life is in danger?
Yes, I do. If I am as much of an idiot as you are.
Stop quarreling. My troops obey my commands and no one else's.
How else can we make them disobey the Emir's command?
Ah, but you're their patron, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So listen up. We're still not sure whether the father knows of our plot or not.
Plot? But we haven't hatched a plot, have we?
Yes, we have.
Are you going to deny it?
No. Why should I deny it? Have we ever hatched a plot against Amir?
Yes. No. No. No!
That's right. No. We have to deny it all together. We really have to deny it all together. If we accept one tiny accusation, we will have to accept much more bigger ones. If at first you admit you were being aware of the plot, then be aware. In the end, you will find yourself drowning in accusations.
We asked you to come here so we can guess his questions and prepare the answers in advance.
And our answers must complete each other. And not contradict each other.
You cannot guess exactly what the questions are going to be. So there's only one thing to do. So we all will have to categorically deny the plot.
I agree.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Farewell!
Long live the Samanid King, the great King of Iran, the King of Khorasan.
We have been told that you are two special envoys from His Excellency Sultan Mahmud, the Turkish Sultan. So stand up.
Yes, we are, Your Royal Highness, and we appreciate your kindness.
Peace be upon Sultan Mahmud and on his two special envoys.
The news of the Emir's illness reached the court of Sultan Mahmud.
That's why Elak Khan, the commander of Ghazni, has launched cross-border raids?
Now, we are so very delighted to see the Emir healthy. We are two envoys of peace, not heralds of war.
What do you want? You can be frank with me.
I am. This is his picture.
He is more naive than I could have imagined. He won't surrender Ibn Sina to us.
This is him without a doubt. What would you give us in return?
In return, we promise that Elak Khan stops raiding your borders.
I really don't remember the Turks ever keeping their promises.
And the Iranians? Ibn Sina promised to come to Sultan Mahmud's court so willingly.
Has he really promised that that's what he'll do?
Not surprisingly, since Sultan Mahmud's court always draws men of science to it.
Go back to your own country.
Without a message to the Sultan.
Tell your Sultan, Iranian scientists stay in the Iranian court. If the Turks are interested in the science, they have to learn it, that's for sure.
Is it true that our esteemed Hakim has decided to go to Ghazni?
I don't think so.
If it turns out to be true, How naive of us to have allowed him unlimited access to our library. What if he has memorized the contents of the books and then goes to Gaza with all that knowledge? Ibn Aziz, tell me, do you trust the man?
Yes, I do.
The way I've heard it told, that he can remember something having read it through only once.
That's right.
Does he have access to all the manuscripts in the library?
Yes. And he has dismissed all the caretakers.
And you're not suspicious of his behavior?
Not at all.
I cannot remember you ever trusting anyone quite so entirely. So tell me, won't you, who's taking care of our library right now?
Now, the only one who has a special key is the Hakim.
You know that we Samanids are proud of our thirst for knowledge and learning in general.
The Emma's library matches Baghdad's library in its richness.
I think I could even remember the hallway myself. Once when I was a child, I went to the library with my father. I recollect it well.
Has the Emma gone to the library only once?
Once in my childhood. Right that today we go to the library again to visit Hakim Bu Ali Sina. You know, we Samanids are proud of our thirst for knowledge and learning in general. It's this way.
No, Emir. This way.
That's straight. Why is the library door open?
Hakim Bu Ali has a special key.
What a big library it is.
The library is right down that way.
And the throne this way. And more comfortable. So where is the Hakim? Doesn't he know we are here?
Greetings to the Samanid king and his vizier, Ibn Aziz, who've come to visit me.
The Samanid king has come to see Sheikh al-Raees, the special doctor and our Hakim to this court. Since you were sent for and didn't come.
I have come to inform you of the following circumstances. I've come here personally to see the Hakim. So hold your tongue, open your ears, stand still and listen to me carefully. It's clear to me that my sons have hatched a plot against me. Use all your knowledge and do your best and advise me how you think I should respond to these distressing developments. And that's not all. Furthermore, I've been informed by my bodyguards that our eastern frontiers have been raided by Sultan Mahmud, assisted by the Afrasiab and Ghazifa's descendants, and there is an apprehension that even Bukhara itself might be invaded. Now, where were we?
You were talking about the border guards and Ghazni and Sultan Mahmud's barbaric invasion without talking about your sons.
Yes. My sons have extensive Iranian armies under their command. Their troops have a reputation for being very aggressive. If I proceed with any punishment, then the armies will be plunged into a state of the utmost chaos and confusion without a doubt. So pray, what do you suggest we do?
It was a direct question and demands a direct and blunt answer, and quickly.
The Hakim's recommendations will be followed to the letter.
The king has consultants and viziers at his disposal.
But what is your suggestion?
I'm just a scholar, and politics has nothing to do with me.
So what's the use of your knowledge and learning?
That's not quite the whole story. Sultan Mahmud bears animosity towards the followers of the Prophet's household. If the Hakim enjoys a happy life in the Samanid court, then certainly he will live a miserable life in Sultan Mahmud's court. So you're totally wrong if you think that we can swap the Samanid king for the Ghaznavid Sultan.
I am a dealer by no means. But I think that the armies ought to have one single commander, particularly in wartime. When there are several commanders, one may compromise with the enemy.
You can say that again, by Jove. So you, in effect, are condemning my sons to death.
No.
Then what, then? I have banished all hint of parental affection from my heart at great cost, and turned it to stone. My sons are now no more to me than mere conspirators, and have become strangers. So now, why not?
I'm sure they're hatching plots against the king.
Shame on them. It's a big library, isn't it? How heavy it is. These books all belong to me, you know. You'll notice many of these books are about my father, you know. I'll confess that I love these books even more than I love my own children.
Have your sons ever confessed to hatching plots against you?
Not at all. But I have no doubts about it whatsoever.
Are there any witnesses?
No one.
Isn't hatching plots against the Emir punishable by death?
What kind of a stupid question is that? Of course.
No judge in the land has the guts to condemn the princes, your children, to death. After a few short months, the Emir will miss his children and you'll end up punishing the judge. But Bu Ali is no judge, so he knows nothing.
You have to know. You have to know. Are you going to keep my mind busy thinking about mountains, thinking about deserts, forests, thinking about rivers and plains, thinking about paternal love and thinking about monarchical principles? I insist you have to know. You have to know. This is the Emir's order. I insist that you give me a definite answer. And I insist that you give me a definite answer before midday tomorrow.
And what if I couldn't find the answer?
Then I dare say you're also hatching a plot against the Emir. And that's Ilai Khan's invasion of the western borders that we can all see. After all, Mahmud's two messengers have come to see you. They've also informed you that your father's ill.
What's the relationship between you, Mahmud, and Ilai Khan? Let's go. I hear that Bu Ali is going to the court of Sultan Mahmud.
I don't believe it. If he does so, he'll bring dishonor in the entire Samanid court then.
My son's plotting will bring even more dishonor. Huh.
The Emir told me my father is ill. What news do the princes have for me?
Sultan Mahmud and his armies are coming towards this land.
I've also heard that news.
You've encouraged the Emir to kill us. Why?
That is not true.
So why did the Emir come to see you?
Tell me, why have the princes come to see me?
You have to pay the penalty for vilification.
Unless you could probably leave the old Emir. And then you could join the young, strong, valiant princes. The Sultan Mahmud will also be joining us.
That is good. Now you must go with the 2 messengers and send our legions to the Sultan. We have been confined in the castle and are not allowed to leave.
Be careful. If Mahmud kills the enemy, he will kill the enemy's sons as well.
We've decided to dispatch a messenger for Mahmud. But we now give you the opportunity for you to save your life.
We shouldn't make any rash decisions about punishing the sons. We may come to regret it.
Every day they hatch plots against us. Or are you telling me honestly that our border guards cannot withstand a simple attack by Ilad Khan?
No barbarian has the guts to invade the Emir's dominion. So don't worry.
Perhaps it would be better to send a special peace envoy to Sultan Mahmud with an entourage and gifts. Have the scribes write a courteous letter to him. Yes! Have the scribes write a courteous letter to Sultan Mahmud and affix our royal seal to it.
Is His Excellency going to give Bo Ali to Mahmud as a tribute?
We shouldn't sell him too cheaply. Before midday, bring the brains to me, will you?
I'll bring the consultants to you.
We share a border in the south with Al-Buyeh, who has been lying in ambush for many years to snatch our crown and throne and magnificent grasslands. In the east, Ila Khan, backed by his king Sultan Mahmud, keeps raiding our southern borders from Kashgar, Khotan, and Barasagun. We ought to prepare ourselves for a war and bloodshed. Such would appear the appalling prospect before us. How shall we resolve the situation? Should we compromise with Mahmud, the king of the Turkish kings? I think we ought to give Bu Ali to Mahmud, as a precious gift.
It's a bright idea. The divine and holy felicity is with the king.
These are solemn times, and my sons have revolted against me. I shall put them in prison for good and never see their faces again, if so it needs to be.
It's a bright idea. The divine and holy felicity is with the king.
Sheikh Bu Ali Sina has left Bukhara. There is no trace of him. The royal library has burnt to the ground. The youngest prince says that Sheikh Bu Ali Sina himself set the library on fire and fled to the Turkish land to live an easy life under the patronage of Sultan Mahmud.
Dispatch 100 troopers to catch him! 200 troopers! Divide them into platoons! 40 platoons! Stay! Send for the royal princes immediately. Luck was on our side that we didn't in fact punish our sons. Ibn Aziz! You must bring Bu Ali Sina before me. Go now!
Hello, Father.
Oh, my son. You've grown up. Look at you.
See you soon.
Hello, sir.
Greetings to you and my parents. Do you know me?
Yes, sir. I know you well. You look just like your late father, peace be upon him.
He's dead.
You didn't know? Forgive me. Forgive me for giving you the news in this way. I didn't know how else to do it. Don't go like that. Wait. It's hard for a child to bear his father's death. But with death, a new life begins. Don't go. Wait. Wait. When you meet your mother, try to be calm and composed. Calmness is our only shield against death.
Hello, dear mother.
Firstly, say hello to your father, who lived decently, and now is dead and buried.
Oh my God. How did he die? Who prayed for him? I was late, though I hastened. I heard the news of his illness from strangers.
What were we to do when friends are not allowed into the court?
Oh, my dear mother, it was fate that took me there.
They are after you. And your knowledge more so.
Why didn't he come?
He'll come.
So you suggest al-Raees remain as the vizier?
Yes, brother. Until we find a better man for the post.
But I think we ought to kill him. He must go to hell. No other vizier was more loyal to our father than he. I even hate to look him in the eye. When that man looks me in the eye, I feel like he knows everything about me.
Let's see, brothers. He was the nearest to our father. We know it. I can sort it out. Trust your little brother.
He's here.
You summoned me. So peace be upon you, three princes. After His Excellency's death, I am in mourning as much as you are, if not more. Please accept my sincere condolences. The king is dead. Long live the king.
This knave is wearing mourning.
You said you were in mourning because of father's death. It's sycophancy.
Let me sort it out. To stay there is beneath the vizier's dignity. Come closer.
I am no longer a vizier. Once I was your late father's vizier, and now he has shaken off his mortal coil.
Now, a new emir has ascended the throne. I've heard often that kings and emirs seem to leave their viziers as their legacies. Now you, Ibn Aziz, you are Mansur Ibn Mansur's vizier. So come closer.
Tell me, if I may be so bold. Isn't it true that kings leave legacies for their eldest sons?
I'll answer your question. Before that, I have a question.
You must answer him now.
Be patient a little bit. Tell me, what was the late king's cause of death, do you know?
He died of an illness because the special doctor, Abu Ali Sina, wasn't here. He contracted a fatal illness.
A vizier ought to be honest with a king. Tell me, what do you really think? Answer me!
I cannot answer!
But I can!
Ibn Aziz, you are dead.
You said the eldest son. Who's the eldest son? He?
He is dead. He is no longer the eldest son. You are. It made you wonder why Nu Ibn Mansur did not leave a legacy for his eldest son.
Now I don't wonder.